Healing and ascending is so fucking exhausting. It's so exhausting. But it's worth it in the end. Especially when you look back over your look at all the progress that you've made, all the silent victories. The things that you've been doing behind closed doors. You see them helping you, or you see the results rather. What's good, y'all? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's Honeybee Z with Shut the Fuck Up and Meditate. I made this channel so I could blog my process of healing and grieving, basically. Yeah. And being authentic. I pride myself on being authentic. But my comfort zone has to been just doing everything alone and in the dark. Not in the dark, but like just alone to myself. And it's because that's just how I was brought up. That's how I was brought up, to be alone to myself. A popular loner. But I think, with this healing and ascension, the things that you used to do, you can't continue to keep doing them. And earlier today, I asked God, how do you want me to use my gift, God, to help your children, to help your people? And what came to me through that meditation and to talking with him is just to be yourself. Be yourself. A lot of us think we have to do these grandiose things, that we got to have a business, that we have to be an entrepreneur, that we got to be an influencer, that you got to start a channel and a blog and a Patreon and all this stuff. And those are nice things. Those are all nice things. I'm talking to you from a YouTube channel right now, but those are all nice things. But I'm just saying that sometimes the plan is just simple. Just be you. It ain't nothing else. And with this healing journey that I've been on for the past 4 years, since 2018, now going into the 5th year. But yeah, you got to switch it up. So God is calling me to be more of myself. So I'm laying here talking to God about what the next steps are. And I know I'm not the only one in this position due to everything that has been going on with this pandemic and people having to move and go back home and all that good stuff. So yeah, I was asking God, like, how you want me to move in this new year? How you want me to share myself, share my light, share my wisdom, or whatever with people? How can I share myself better? And he was like, just be you. So this is my first video of the year, and I'm just being myself. I'm just being myself. No props, no frills, and all that good shit. Just real, raw myself. I pride myself on having everything in place, all the T's crossed and all the I's dotted. As a Virgo rising, I am my most biggest critic, even to the point where sometimes I will sabotage myself just without knowing. But I've realized that I've been holding myself back by not being myself, by always trying to be a perfectionist and always trying to be in control, basically. 2022 taught me that I am not in control, no matter how much I make a plan or jot shit down, have a planner, have a vision board. It's all just an estimate. It's never going to go the way that you plan it to go. Yeah. 2022 also taught me inner peace. There's nothing greater than my inner peace. I had to cut off a lot of people. I had to cut off, when I say, it ain't even a lot of people. I just basically had to cut off my family as the black sheep, outcast, the generational curse breaker. I knew eventually I was going to have to cut off all contact with my family, and that fucking sucks. But it's a reality on this healing and ascension journey. Your especially when you're a generational curse breaker and light worker, light bearer, truth bearer, such as myself, you know, it's hard to connect with people who understand and feel what I'm going through, because I'll be like, your parents are not deliberately fucking with you and trying to make life hard for you. I come from a family of like there's no love, there's no connection. And I've been noticing it in all the generations. I went back generations, 5 generations of women, including myself. I'm the 5th generation. Well, 6th generation. But all the women in my family, they never knew love, never knew unconditional love, never had anyone love them properly. So therefore, they didn't know how to love themselves properly. Didn't know how to give love, didn't know how to receive it. They were just doing what they saw the last generation do before them. But that shit stopped with me because I said, nah, I don't want that life. It chose me. This healing life, this generational curse breaker life and light worker and all that good shit, it chose me. Me deciding to actually tap into it 4 years ago was my choice because I couldn't keep running from the call. And trust me, I ran. I didn't want to do this shit. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to stop this, stop that. I like the way my life is going. I don't want to be the one to break the curse. I don't want to be the only one that's healing and the only one that's ascending, but that's exactly what happened. In my family, I was the only one who wanted to do right, and it seemed so dumb because I'm like, why keep trying when these folk don't even want to, you smell me? Yeah, my parents, they did what they were supposed to do. They had me. They brought me to this earth. They brought me earthside, gave me shelter, and that was it. I've always been alone and felt alone. My parents just gave me the basics. There was no emotional connection. There was really no love given. So this path that I've been on, this journey that I've been on, I had to learn how to do it myself. I had to teach myself. I had to learn all this shit by myself and research and picking up from my peers and, people that are in this same energy with me. But yeah, when my family is the definition of it be your own people, for real. Yeah. My family is rooted in like misery. But the crazy thing is they don't even have to be that way. Just a simple change in perspective. But they just love to be in misery, even down to my siblings. And I love my siblings, but it's just like, it's deeper than that. I say it's because nobody in the family is really connected to one another. Everybody in my family it's a blended family. We're either family by marriage or we're family because we share the same mom. Not many people in my family share the same dad. Like my grandma had like 8, 9 kids with 5 different men. My mama uh has a different dad from her sister. Uh my dad is the only child. My stepdad is the only child, but my stepdad was the one that took care of me. My biological dad got like 12 siblings. But the crazy thing is they all have the same dad. They just got the same different mamas. My mother, who I came from, me and my siblings, we all have different dads. So I feel like that's where the disconnect comes from. There really is no connection, just a whole lot of broken homes and broken hearts and all that shit. So yeah, I've been on this journey of self-love and healing. I've been doing it all by myself, but God has given me immense strength. So of course, when I'm going through, I never look like I'm going through because God doesn't allow me to look like the mess that I'm going through. I'm always in the fire, but I'm never burned. I always just come out crispier, stronger, brighter, and all that good stuff. But yeah, this journey has been a lonely journey because it's like, bro, we ain't gotta do this. We don't have to do this. But 2022 taught me so much. Taught me so much. Taught me boundaries because I didn't even have boundaries. As the first child, the firstborn, and as the person that had to break generational curses, it was like I was teaching my parents. It was like I was teaching them. So yeah, I just been on this journey by myself. And like I said, when I tell people all that I've been through, they look at me and be like, for real? I'm like, yeah, man. They don't believe me because I don't look it. I'm not homeless. I'm not been out of shape, or I haven't let depression consume me. I've had some depressed moments. Don't get it twisted. I've had some depressed moments, but God has just blessed me with immense strength and immense willpower because no matter what I go through, I always come up out of it. So now we're into 2023, and I'm just proud. It's been so much. Family going against you, and I had to cut them off. Ex-lover / baby daddy. Our relationship, trying to keep it balanced for our child, our son, and not do what previous generations have done. Personal bouts, low self-esteem, low confidence. Not throughout all my life. It's just life's recent events had me feeling depleted, had my energy depleted, had me down. Choices that I made, emotionally distraught, mentally just like out of it. Betrayal, backstabbing from those you love and trust and call your family and your friends. I've had to endure all of that alone. Sexually harassed at work, sexually assaulted, lies and deceit, disloyalty. From friends and family members, growing pains, jail. It's been so much. But yeah, when I speak and when you see me, you would never think that I would be going through all of that. But yeah, these past 4 years just been a motherfucking ringer. I've been in the ring, my nigga. But here I am now, 2023, with nice, glowing skin and a new clean slate. I'm laying in my apartment. I gotta leave. I got a U-Haul, packed that bitch up yesterday, and just took everything to the Goodwill. God says new everything, new slate. I gave you a new mindset. I'm still restoring you. I'm still replenishing you, but you're ready. And that's the message. God wants you to know that you're ready. You may not have the job. You may not have the house. You may not have the car. You may not have the money. You may not even have the know-how. But the fact that you took the step and you listened, you took the leap, you're ready. I don't know where I'm finna be staying, where I'm finna be. Honestly, I've reached out to friends and family and they've all gave me no response, have not opened their doors to me. But it's cool. It's cool. Old me would have been throwing a temper tantrum and panicking, Panic at the Disco. But new me is just like, all right, sometimes the journey is just you and God, for real. So I'm nervous, but it's a excited nervous because this is something that I've never done before. God is saying expansion for a lot of his children, expansion. And removing the comfort zone, removing the comfort mindset, just being removed from comfort because you're ready. You're ready. You're ready. I know it don't feel like it. I know it don't seem like it, but you're ready. You're ready. So yeah, I've been seeing U-Haul since like September. I don't know if I'm going to be relocating to a new city within the state of Georgia that I'm in, or will God be relocating me to a new city in a whole nother state? But I answered the call and I got the U-Haul and I packed everything in it yesterday and I took it to the Goodwill. And we're just going to start this new year off with an open mind, a new heart, new energy, and new everything. And we just going to see where God takes us. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. I know that's where a lot of God's children, because I see a lot of my peers throwing away their old lives, people getting new jobs, people packing up, going back home to stay with parents, or people packing up and just saying, fuck it, going to a whole new city, whole new state, just a whole new change of scenery, whole new everything, bitch. You know? I'm excited to see what God has for me next because I really don't know. This is really, I know in my previous videos, I've been talking about surrendering and being obedient, but this is real complete surrender for me because I don't have a job. I don't know what's to come. I got like $100 in my bank account. But I was obedient and I went and got that U-Haul yesterday and I packed everything up. So we gonna see where he takes us. But just know that if you are in and I made a new friend yesterday. So God gives you what you need. Like I said last year, I know that was so random, but it just popped into my head. But God will give you what you need. God will provide. And always, always. And it's always working out for your good. Keep that in mind. Everything is working out the way it's supposed to. Even if it feels shitty or even if it feels like everything is crumbling down. But in order for new things to be built, you have to tear the old building down, you know? Because there's a leak in this old building. And my soul has got to move. That song just popped into my head. Oh, my soul has got to move. Yeah, so I know God's children, we itching for a new place. We itching for something new because our soul has got to move. The energy has got to move. It's time for something new. So if I told you I had to cut off all my friends, my family members and all that. But yesterday I gained a new friend. So sometimes social media is good for meeting new people. It's a young lady I have been talking to through Instagram. And as I was going up to the U-Haul place to get the truck, she just happened to ask me like, well, I'm here for you. If you need motivation, I'm here for you. And I'm like, wow, there's still good people in this world. I sort of kind of had lost hope in there being good people on the planet. I know it is some, but I'm like, God, I've yet to meet them. I've yet to meet me. But she did for me exactly what I would do for someone else. She was just like, she gave me motivation. She gave me love. She gave me reassurance. And they say, once you start healing and ascending, you will find your tribe. And slowly but surely, my tribe is coming in for me. And she was like, here's my number. Text me if you need the motivation. And as I was walking to the U-Haul place yesterday, I wish I had got the footage of us moving. But anywho, I'm here to tell the story. But as I was walking into the U-Haul place to reserve my truck, I had to step back outside and wipe away the tears. It was joyful tears, though, because to know that there's hope for humanity. I really needed those words of encouragement. I'm usually the one giving out all the sweet doses of inspiration and the words of encouragement. But in this new season, God said it's time for me to receive. That was his word to me. And it's time for a lot of us as God's children to receive, because we've been giving and giving and giving so much. So don't lose hope. Who said that? As soon as I said that, who was that? Jesse Jackson or whatever? Keep hope alive. Yeah, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. God got your back always. And he gives you what you need when needed. I swear I needed those words of encouragement yesterday when she gave them to me. She was like, yeah, if you ever need someone to talk to, we're friends now. Fuck all that other shit. We're friends now. If you ever need someone to talk to, need some motivation, hit me up. Here's my number. And I started crying tears of joy because I'm like, yo, I finally met a me. I'm finding my soul tribe. They're coming in. They're coming in, because just last week I was like, Lord, I don't have nobody. I'm so alone. I'm tired of doing this shit by myself. And I'm 32. I don't look it, but I'm a sweet, beautiful 32. And out of my 32 years of life, I've been on my own, taking care of myself mentally, physically, emotionally, since I was 14. no one coming in to help me and give me no reassurance. So this joy and this peace, I maintain it, I protect it because I've cultivated it by my motherfucking self. It's why I go so hard for me and I don't let no one fuck with me, because I'm like, nah, I've been through too much to let a fuck nigga or fuck hoe fuck with me and my energy. But I just wanted to be authentic, start the year off authentic and raw for real, and just sharing my raw thoughts, not being fake positive and false positive. There's always a light in the dark. But yeah, I'm joyful because my hard work is paying off. Those days of solitude and being in hermit mode, as they call it now, it brought so much growth, so much internal growth. I can't describe the internal growth, but just know your season of solitude and your season of being alone is not in vain. Your healing is not in vain. Choosing you was a good choice. All that work you put in is not in vain. I know it feels like you ain't getting nowhere. You take 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, been there, done that. I've questioned God. I've questioned if I'm like, what the fuck are we even doing this for? Like, what's the point? If I'm the only one being positive and living righteously or doing things, if I'm the only one living with a pure heart, like what the fuck is the point? So been there, done that, but I'm telling you, it gets better. You are almost there, and God always provides. God is always there for you. He gives you things when needed, not wanted. Not wanted. I wanted a me a long time ago to help me through my depression and to help me through my just my growing through. But God needed me in my solitude so I could know that I am powerful, so I can remember who I am and whose I am, so I can learn to rely on me and not be codependent upon someone else for my peace and my joy. And that's what God is calling a lot of us to do. So I know a lot of us will be coming out of our little hermit mode or going into it because, as you grow and you heal, your energy does become more sensitive and you don't want to be around as many people and things. I get that. But yeah, a lot of us are being called into hermit and isolation mode and solitude for that healing, for that growth, for that realization of don't be codependent on nobody. Don't depend on man, depend on yourself and depend on God to restore you. And then there are some of us who are being called out of healing and isolation and hermit mode to share our experiences and our wisdom and to give life another try. To be a witness, be a testimony for others that you can get through it. So I'm on another journey. I don't know if I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia much longer. I don't feel I am. But I'll keep y'all updated. But I just wanted to give y'all this motivate somebody. You feel me? Whoever it reaches and resonates with, I hope it motivates you and lets you know that you're not alone and that God will be sending a you to you real soon. Real soon. Peace and blessings.